Don't have Anemona. Okay, I want to talk about this Aprilis thing really quick. So, like... Hang on, hang on. You not in my thing? Right here. I'm so... Was a woman with false limbs and willful eyes. Her bullets gave the monstrums her gifts. I'm so... I'm like upset, but not upset in the way that like, oh, Aprilis, I loved her. No, I can't even say that. Like, I was really invested in what they were gonna do with Aprilis. Like, you know, they made her seem really mysterious, and they were gonna like have this moment where she talks about her intents and stuff. We know she was looking for like a dear friend or something, but that's about it. We never learned all that much about her, so I'm really upset that they just killed her off like this. Look, I'm not gonna say they should have killed her off. If they were gonna kill her off, that's fine. I'm not upset that they killed her off. I'm just upset that they did it and we learned literally nothing about her. Like, they should have, like, built up Aprilis and had her reveal her motives before she died, if anything. I still probably wouldn't be okay with it, but they should have done more with Aprilis before this death scene. At least they didn't do it in the very beginning of the game, but still, even now, even though it's like, we're 30 hours in the game, give or take, it still feels like we know literally barely anything about Aprilis, just the vague stuff, like just the gist of it. So I am really upset for that reason. I don't actually like care. I'm not like upset of Aprilis dying from a caring standpoint. I just really hate what they did. I think I want to do the story stuff first because I kind of want Anemona back in the group. So I'm going to do the story stuff. So apparently there's a new shop here.
Over here, sir. Everything's a good choice. Not come again soon.
But I want to do the quest first. There's some side quests, but I want to do the main story first. Because I want Aprilis. Not Aprilis. I want Anemona back. So, I'm really disappointed that they did that. Like, I'm just a little... I'm really upset that they just killed her off and literally didn't do anything with Aprilis. That's just so disappointing.
What's all this commotion?
We're gonna go for another, like, 40-ish minutes, I think. So upsetting that they actually killed her off like that. Not gonna affect my opinion. It is gonna affect my opinion on the game a little bit, but from a storytelling perspective, but like, not enough to make me say the game is bad, but it definitely is disappointing that they just did that. We received a message from the prison mines foreman requesting your mediation. They wish to consult you immediately about the miners' compensation. At a time like this, I'll head over now, so keep him busy until I get there. Yes, sir. There's something you might want to know about the gold procurement from Salceda. Isn't there an Ys game called Memories of Salceda? I'm pretty sure there is. It was a logistical error, so the deal has been suspended. During that period, the market has shifted quite a bit. And what have you done about that? What are you a supervisor for? I'm not here to solve every trivial matter. My apologies, sir. Mr. Pendleton, how would you like me to reply to the Altago branch? Current sovereign requests your presence at the royal banquet. Altago, that's too far. I can't leave the company for that long without Carla here. Tell the branch manager to attend the banquet in my place. Well, he certainly looks busy. Yeah, probably because Carla's not here. Miss Krysha? Oh, it really is Miss Krysha. What? Mr. Rich. If Miss Krysha were to return, it would solve a great many of our predicaments. What makes you think that Krysha's gonna return to these losers? Why have you come back? I heard Carla was detained, so I... leave. Huh? Krysha, the affairs of this company no longer concern you. Pendleton is no place for the likes of a dingy florist such as yourself. How rude. How dare you be mean to Best Girl. Or not Best Girl, but second Best Girl. She was Best Girl until Doll came around. Oh, she's a waifu though. How dare you be mean to a waifu? Krysha? Wait, this is her battle to fight. What? You can't mean it, Mr. Rich. Yeah, Miss Krysha's here to offer her... You two stay out of this.
Father, Father!
Oh, hey, voice acting.
You're right. I did leave Pendleton, but I'm still a part of this family.
E7 is Salsetta. I figured. I remember knowing of the game Memories of Salsetta. It's like one of the modern ones. I think it comes before E's 8, or it's like a little before.
I'll never forget everything that you and Carla have done for me. So please.
The time for remission has long passed. It was your decision to leave. Once you've made a decision, you must commit to it and accept its consequences.
I understand. Then I have a proposal. As the owner of Le Petit Fleuriste, I propose a business arrangement.
I have never heard anyone pronounce that florist shop.
What did you say?
We at Le Petit Fleuriste offer to provide investigative services to Pendleton. We will confirm the safety and whereabouts of Carla Pendleton, your chief of sales. As compensation, we seek the white sarin flowers that bloom across Altago. We understand you have these seeds in stock, and ask that you give us a courtesy discount. We will also require you to provide any and all information relevant to the investigation.
Do you have any idea what you're suggesting? How can I partner with a flower shop from the slums with no reputable achievements?
A man with your merit and experience should be able to tell if we are trustworthy.
What?
Under the conditions I propose, Pendleton would incur no liabilities. Like you said, our shop is still small. That is why we offer to shoulder the risk. As someone once told me, gains are made by taking losses.
You'll be up against the Hieroglyph Knights, who are on the brink of war against the Empire.
That's not a problem for the Monstrums.
What can a lone flower shop do?
We won't saddle you with the details. I know Pendleton is busy enough as it is, but I can guarantee that the results will be satisfactory.
Miss Krysha, impressive.
Krysha, why is it only now that you're able to do this?
Turns out, I had a lot to learn from opening a shop of my own. At first, I was afraid to even decide on order quantities without you and Carla. But if I wanted to keep my shop open, I knew I had to make decisions on my own. I couldn't run away like I used to, even from things I wasn't good at. It was just common sense thinking back. I'm embarrassed it took me so long to learn.
So it was I who stifled your growth.
That's not true at all. Without you and Carla, I would have never learned the things I needed to get to this point. I could have never done this on my own. That's why I have to save Carla.
I filed a complaint with the Roman garrison for what happened to Carla. But Warden Belger wasn't there, so it was a fruitless endeavor.
Huh?
Was any and all information relevant to the investigation not one of your conditions?
Father!
Alas, the garrison didn't have any information, but for whatever reason, the Knights did. According to them, Carla was detained on suspicion of colluding with the Monstrums.
Really? Does that mean...
The charges alone aren't enough to incite suspicion. For all we know, they could be true. I'm sure Carla's reasons would have been justified. It was the fact that they had the gall to arrest someone from Pendleton without consulting me. Considering my relationship with them, it is a most unwarranted and concerning act.
They're not even bothering with keeping up appearances anymore.
Or maybe they don't need to.
I can't believe it.
My personnel in the mines report that the Knights often meet in the prison's restricted sector. Rumors are circulating that the Knights are holding their newly captured prisoners there.
The restricted sector. Maybe Carla's there too.
It is a possibility. That's all the information I have about Carla at the moment.
Thank you, Father.
I can't believe they intend to rebel against the Empire by usurping the Governor General. While it's true the Empire did invade Glia, it's better governed under them than the royal family. I think the current events are a necessary step in history, but a rough one nonetheless.
Mr. Pendleton.
I'll I'll send word if I get any more information. And be careful.
I will.
One last thing about your shop. Its location lacks visibility and is disadvantageous to your exposure. Even small changes can bring about vast improvements to your business's image. Remember what I've taught you.
Okay. Thank you, Father.
Nice moment for Krysha. Wow, you rocked that, Krysha. Huh? Rocked what? Oh, Krysha, you are too precious for this world. Standing up to your dad, what else? You really surprised me there. Yeah, I surprised myself, if anything. I'm glad I was able to tell him how I felt, though. So, where to next? Either the cemetery or the Coliseum, which one first? Well, Anemona should be over in the cemetery. We can find out what happened to Felix from the Coliseum. Let's go, Adol. I'm thinking we're gonna have time to do these two things in the story and then wrap up. We're probably not gonna get to dabble in the side quests, but that's fine. Is this like the last chapter? It really feels like we're near the end of the game.
Let's go.
My turn.
Coliseum it is then. We're gonna save Anemona for last because she's best girl. It's you lot. You were actually at the cultural heritage site. Oh, you're that government official we ran into. Yeah, you're like the one that's like, you know, normally really pathetic. Is something the matter? You look pretty tired. Tired, I suppose I might be. I've ended up wanted by the Hieroglyph Knights somehow or another.
Huh?
I am here by imperial decree. This manhunt is nothing short of high treason. Damn that Shadow Lord, he deceived us. Seizing the government general must be some form of revenge to them. Nevertheless, I have a plan to... Huh? Those are cursed knights. If you'd excuse me. Alright.
How could the Hieroglyph Knights do such a thing?
I know, right? How could they do such a thing? Are they changing? They're changing their, like... I do like how the townspeople, like, change their little, like, dialogue. Like, you know, like, when you walk by them, they say, like, a little line of dialogue. I do love that they change that based on where you are in the story. That's kind of cool. The story in this game is, like... I'm not going to talk about it too much because I'd rather review the game and talk about it. But, like, it's not bad. The story isn't bad in this game. It's also not very... It's not amazing, though. It's, like, it's good, though. There are definitely some things I like about the game, but then with those good things, there are also some things I wish were better. At least I'm this far in the game, I'm talking about it now. Coliseum seems emptier than usual. Guess they really did put all their showings on hold after all. We need to find out why Felix was taken away by the Knights. Talking to his co-workers is probably the fastest way to do just that. Alright, let's go. Excuse me? Oh, you're Felix's friends, right? We are. We heard he never made it home last night. That would be because he was taken to the prison. Oh. I'm sorry, I objected to what the Knights were doing. Really, I did. The rumors are true, then. They can't be. Why Felix, of all people? Remember that bull that went on a rampage during the show? He was taken in on suspicion of endangering spectators with his reckless bull handling. You're joking. I wish I was. Anyone who was there knows it wasn't his fault. Probably be some mistake or something. Why would they arrest him for that now? The Knights were the ones to blame for that in the first place. Those guys will make up random offense to toss someone in the clink. Those dirtbags. They're just framing him at this point. I was thinking just the same thing. Nothing too good can come from this. Guess this means the Knights have some business with your boy toy. There's some kind of common link with your sister getting hauled in, pussycat. You mean between Carla and Felix? Not exactly comparable. I mean, he is compassionate, I guess, and surprisingly kind, and smart, and... Well, just what are you trying to make me say here? It's okay, Yufa. Calm down. Drop dead. Go Credo. Whoops. When exactly was Felix taken away yesterday? The evening right after our night show got canceled out of nowhere. Knights called out and stopped Felix on our way home from the Colosseum. Well, not just the knights. Some Roman soldiers were there too. Roman soldiers? So, they were in on it too. Actually, they were trying to bail him out. Apparently they were there during the show when the bull got out of control. Romans were helping him. But Felix ended up taken away by force either. Roman soldiers said they couldn't do anything about it without a warrant. Just what is up with all this? Felix. He's not the only one who got taken away. The whole city's been on edge. You know, everybody thought the knights were the good guys. Well, anyway, here's hoping Felix comes back to us. So, Felix really was taken away by the knights. So sorry, Yufa. I'll be okay. Let's keep moving at all. We can't stick around here. So last on our list is the cemetery. Anemona should be there too. Then let's get going already. I second that. Credo's just like normies should die. Exactly. Credo doesn't take it from anybody. Even if the people are innocent bystanders, he thinks they should die. Credo is like an anomaly to me because Credo's like archetype. I'm not saying they're all. Some of them belong to certain archetypes. Credo's like archetype, or like the kind of character Credo is, I normally don't like. Like the person that's like always like on edge and always like having like, you know, an attitude and stuff. But some of the things that Credo says in the game do make me laugh. So, you know, Credo is like an anomaly. Like he's kind of like Shiden from Scarlet Nexus. I hated Shiden from Scarlet Nexus. Shiden and Arashi were the worst characters in that game. But that's kind of how Credo is. But somehow Credo just is like, Credo's character makes me like, you know, not hate him.